Hi friend, welcome again. This is Alok and today we will learn what is the Apache HTTP client and how to use this client. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. So what is the HTTP? HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocol. It is one of the famous protocol that is used in the web world. HTTP is a stateless protocol. So why Apache HTTP client? To transfer the library that you use to send and receives the HTTP messages. For this purpose, we use Apache HTTP client. In this video, we are using the REST APIs to demonstrate how Apache HTTP client works. Before starting, let me explain how to import one of the library from the HTTP. Here I am using Maven project. For Maven, POM is the starting point. In the Maven, I have added one of the dependencies that is provided by Apache of version 4.5. If you want to know how to get these dependencies, you have to visit this Maven repository website. There you can find this Maven. Just copy paste from here, and if you come to here, this you have to build your Eclipse project. Once the Eclipse project is built, you can use all the libraries that Apache client provides. So Apache, let's start. I'm using this base class, HTTP class call actions, where I will be defining all the methods, how to create the client, how to use the certificates, and how to use different request methods. So HTTP clients, it implements all available HTTP methods. Methods like get, post, delete, patch, and put. I will explain in the different flavors of the HTTP client. Let's start from default client. HTTP provides the default clients. Why it is closable? Let's start from here. If you go inside closable HTTP client, you can see it is one of the abstract class that implements the HTTP clients. Also, it is implementing closable. Closable is one of the interface that extends the auto closable. Auto closable is why? Because it closes automatically once the stream is being consumed. Let's go back. So I was talking about the default client. You can create closable HTTP client by calling HTTP client.createDefault method. It is default. There is not in any SSL or any multi-threaded client concept is being included. Let's start. Let's go into the SSL part. Sometime, since all the services that uses HTTPS protocol, for that you need to sign certain certificates such that your client passes that certificate, or if you want to sign the certificate, you have to use the custom implementation of the HTTP client. You have to create one of the builder, HTTP client builder, and you have to use the set socket factory method of the builder class. There, if you go inside, you can see it uses the socket factory as the input parameter. This socket factory you have to create. Let's start from this, what and all is required for the socket factory. First, you have to define the test strategy. Test strategy, one of the interface. So anonymously, we are implementing this method is trusted. If it required the certificate, then certain steps has to be mentioned here. For this lesson, we are just returning true. Every HTTP certificate, if it asks, we will just trust that certificate. One more important part is hostname verifier. So for hostname verifier, you have to use this no-hop hostname verifier. What is this? No-hop hostname verifier essentially returns hostname verification. Sometimes your HTTP calls verify the host. For that, we are just passing this. All verifier, we are just passing. Then you have to make connection factory. SL socket connection factory. You have to create and you have to load your trust strategy and build it with the all host modifier variable. Once you get this factory, if you go back, you can set this socket factory and just build your client builder. So why it is builder? So you can see this is one of the builder pattern that is being used here. Simple concept. You have to just build your client, and while building, you can set certain parameters like one of the SSL socket factory. So if you want to support multiple threaded application, suppose you are going to test your your server with the concurrency. For that, you have to use the different flavor of HTTP client. Here you can see you have to define the pool HTTP connection manager class. There you have to define what is the thread pool of that. I have just given a thread pool count as a parameter. Once your pool and connection manager is defined, remember I told you this HTTP builder, you have to call this custom builder, and in the custom builder you have to set connection manager. Connection manager is nothing but that you defined previously. Once it is done, you have to just build a client and return that closable HTTP client. Till now, see, there are three different flavors that I have been used. One is default, that doesn't require any SSL and multi-thread application. Second is SSL. For SSL, you have to build the SSL context. Third is if you want to use concurrency in your project, then you have to build with the pool connection manager. Once it is done, you are having the HTTP client for that. Later, we will use this client for the different request methods. I will be continuing in the next video. Thank you.